Hello everyone, welcome to my main channel. If you don't know, my name is Simone squared. It's actually just Simone. I'm a little bit unhinged because it's currently 11 p.m. at night. I'm in Bangkok in my hotel robe. And I actually filmed this video earlier today, but I'm refilming it. This is my presentation on my dating rules. Now, guys, I know what you're gonna say, oh my god, I'm so sick of dating rules.
Don't do this, don't do that, men like this, women like that.
I hear you. I'm sick of it too. Think of this more as like a guideline. Things I've learned, things that are gonna help you eliminate the losers, the brokies, the people who waste your time, okay? But before we go into this video, you have to know what you're looking for. If you're looking for a hookup, maybe the things I'm saying won't apply for you. These dating rules more so apply for people who are looking for long-term partners. I'm gonna use the term collecting data a lot, and it's gonna sound really stupid. So let me explain what I mean by collecting data. So a couple of years ago, I met my friends who are married. They told me before they met each other, they would go on as many dates as possible with people. They wouldn't necessarily like fuck them or date them, but they would go on dates with them. They went on like between like 30 and 80 dates in a couple of months. And that was literally insane to me at the time when I heard this. I was like, why the hell would you do that? And this is where the term collecting data came in. They said, we're collecting data because they were trying to figure out what they liked and what they didn't. See, if you only have a very small sample size, even 10 people, it's not enough. You've been on dates with 10 people. It's still not enough for you to determine what kind of person is best for you. Also, personally, back in the day, I used to have a very rigid list of qualities I wanted in a person. And then as I started to date or meet new people, suddenly those qualities changed and I realized, oh hey, I actually don't care about this certain thing that I thought I really cared about. And you don't know these things until you collect data, until you get those experiences. So that's what I mean by collecting data. And 2023 is my year of collecting data. Like I dead ass, I meet everyone, especially on holidays. I meet everyone, I collect that data. So yeah, these are things I've learned, things for me which are like, things for me which are like a guideline when it comes to dating. Red flags, whatever. You know what's funny, guys? I have a video on red flags from like early 2021. And there were so many men who were commenting going, oh my god, she's a red flag for having a list of red flags. It's like, wow. Just say you want to keep women subordinate and dumb and not have any standards. Rule number 1, no talking stages. No talking stages. And what I personally define as a talking stage is where you're texting someone like all day long, every day, for a long period of time. You text them more than you meet up and go for dates. Don't go and text someone excessively before meeting up with them. The reason I say this is because you leave room to get attached to someone when you don't even know what they're really like. You can organize a FaceTime call, I think that's much better. But the problem is that people are so different in real life. There have been people who are genuinely bad texters or they have bad vibes online, and when I meet them, they're amazing, like love their vibe. We get on so good. And then there's been the polar opposite. Not getting into these talking stages where you're texting all the time. Like go meet them first. And then you can determine if you want to start to invest time in them. Maybe after you've met once, then you can text a little bit, call a little bit. If someone doesn't set concrete plans with you, there are no plans. This goes for friends as well. So let's say today's Tuesday. Someone's like to you, hey, like let's do something Saturday. Okay, so Saturday, back of your head now. Come Thursday, you've heard no follow-up from them. Maybe you follow up, they don't reply. It's not on, okay? The day of, they'll message you, hey, we're still on for later? Like, no, we're not. You've had all week to confirm and you're not confirming, we're not on. Some people, this may seem harsh, but this is how I view it. I would not waste someone's time like that. Because by not confirming, by following up on the day, you're basically saying, I don't respect your time. I expect you to be sitting around waiting for me, leaving your calendar free. Like, hell no, I've got a life. I have things to book into my calendar. You need to give someone adequate notice. It's so disrespectful that someone waits last minute to tell you of a plan. Yeah, even for friends who do this, I'm like, no, we didn't have plans. Anyways, if you've been over by a man or a woman, maybe you need some therapy. And you know where you should get your therapy from? From BetterHelp. Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. So BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service and it's 100% online. With BetterHelp, you can tap into a network with over 25,000 licensed and experienced professionals who are ready to help you with whatever you need. To get started, all you need to do is answer some questions about your preferences and what you're looking for, and BetterHelp will have matched you with the perfect therapist. Afterwards, you can then schedule a call, video chat, text session with your therapist. And the greatest thing in my opinion is that unlike other therapy services, you can message your therapist at any time, because sometimes you cannot wait for your weekly or fortnightly session. If your therapist is not right for you, because as I've said many times, going to therapy is very much like dating, then BetterHelp will actually allow you to change your therapist free of charge. And also with BetterHelp, you get the same professionalism and quality as you would as a regular in-person therapist. But the difference is, with a BetterHelp therapist, they are custom picked for you. And there is more scheduling flexibility and at a more affordable price. So guys, if you want to go check out BetterHelp, you can use my link right here to get 10% off your first month. Let's move into point 3, ghosting. If someone ghosts you, you respect the dead and you move on. Ghosting is the most disrespectful thing someone can do to you because they're saying you're not even worthy of a reply. And in that situation, I would literally not do anything. I've sent my follow-up message, got ghosted, I'm not contacting you ever again. Because they didn't even care enough about you to let you know that the plan is off or to give you an explanation. And while ghosting can hurt, it's honestly one of the best things that can happen to you, because you just found out that this person is shitty. The trash literally took itself out. You don't have to do anything. You found out right then and there early on that, hey, they're not worthy of my time and they're too immature, disrespectful to give me a reason. So let the dead stay dead. No games. When it comes to looking for a boyfriend or a long-term partner, no games. I never played any games with people I dated. Like, what's a common game? Texting. Oh, he messaged me 3 hours late, I'm gonna wait 3 hours. No. If I'm on my phone and I get your text, I will reply. That's a common game. I don't do it. The moment a motherfucker starts playing games with me, I'm out of there. I'm not here for it. Goodbye. Okay, if you're dating someone for quite a while, you're in a situationship, but you could also probably call them your boyfriend, but you've never put a label on it. You're single. Okay, you are not someone's boyfriend or girlfriend until it's made official. Like, if that man wants you, he can put a label on it. And if he doesn't put a label on it, he either doesn't know what he wants, he's a phony, or he doesn't even like you that much. Which leads into another point. If someone ever gives you mixed messages, you start to read into what they're saying. Does he like me? Does she like me? I don't really know. I can't tell. One minute she or he does this, the next minute I don't know what they're thinking. They don't like you that much. Because when someone likes you, you will know. And it is a tough pill to swallow, but when you are able to swallow that and get beyond your ego, suddenly the world is so much more simple. And you can move on. Which can lead into another point about the ego, love bombing. So, what is a love bomber? Someone that, you know, literally excessively bombs you with love or compliments, especially very early on in a relationship. The problem, if you have a big ego, is that you're gonna think this love bombing is real, because you'll be like, oh my god, but like, yeah, I am like the most beautiful girl in the world. He's so right to fall in love with me immediately. And I understand when I see TikToks like this, because, you know, I fall into that trap sometimes too. Your ego will also prevent you from seeing the truth. And the truth is that if someone is love bombing you so early on, number one, maybe they are insecure themselves and they are really looking for another relationship really quickly, so that's why they're love bombing you. Number two, even worse, it could be that that's just their personality. They are the type of person that love bombs. And then that will lead into the third problem. People who love bomb or fall in love quickly, they fall out of love just as quickly. Okay, always date multiple people. The men are gonna hate that I said that. Actually, I've said this before, date multiple people. Because you keep your options open, you don't obsess over one person, and then when you finally are picking the person you want to date or make your partner, you will have known that you picked the best option. The men really hated that I said that. someone commented, oh my god, but saying this, Simone, you're making it so much harder for men to date, and it's already so hard for us to date. Literally say you want to keep women subordinate and easy, and then get the fuck out of my comments. Another rule is, if I am trying to take someone seriously, like, you know, relationship type of thing, they have to plan dates. No hanging out. No hanging out for me. Let's leave hanging out in high school and maybe early college. Not anymore. Don't talk about your exes. I will not talk about people I've dated. It's in the past. It's not relevant anymore. Also, if your ex treated you badly and you were telling a new guy this, if he's not a very good guy, he could actually see this as an opportunity to be like, oh, she settled for so much less in the past, or she was treated badly, so now I only have to do a little bit better and she'll be so easily impressed. And this is just a little tip. If you know exactly what you want in a person, you know, you got a list of qualities, and I'm not talking about like physical attributes necessarily, or like material attributes, but what type of person are they? How do they make you feel? How do they treat others? When you know this down to a T, it will make it very, very easy for you to eliminate people. Because, see, I don't know what my dream partner looks like. I don't know. I don't really think about it. But I think about his qualities, and I think about who he is and how he makes me feel. So when I go on a date and I'm with someone and they don't make me feel, for example, safe, or like I'm emotionally supported with what I'm saying, and I just get that feeling, I now know it's not going anywhere. I'm not going to see them again. But if I didn't have that list, I didn't know what I was looking for, then maybe I'd be like, oh, let's give him a chance. So for example, when I was 19, I went on a date with this guy, and I remember he asked me a question that was very, very simple. And for some reason, I lied. Like, I immediately white lie. And I'm not someone that typically lies. So the moment I said this, I vividly remember in my head, I'm like, it's over. The date's over. I'm never seeing him again because I just lied. You can't build a relationship off lies. And also, why did I feel so uneasy around him that with this simple question, I didn't want to tell him the truth? But you know, the more people you meet, I kind of realize, oh, some people, I get that feeling from them and I don't want to tell them the truth, or there's something in them that makes me not feel supported or safe. So because I know what qualities I want in a person, I know that they're not for me. I'm not seeing them again. So the more you know yourself and the more you know what you want in a person, it will make it very easy for you to just cut off people and not waste time on them. Because you won't be like, oh, but I can change them. Dude, you're not like Bob the Builder. You're not here to build a man. Yeah, the problem with women is that sometimes we see a man and we're like, oh, well, we can change him. Maybe he's a fuckboy and treats everyone else badly, but maybe he'll treat me right. It's all an ego thing. Don't tell a guy what you're looking for in a man, which kind of goes against the premise of this whole video for me. Because if a guy wants to date me, he would just go and watch this video. This is why I don't date guys that know about my channel. Yeah, if a man's like, what are you looking for in a guy? Don't tell him, because he can become that guy, win you over for a couple of months, and then he completely changes. Guys will do anything to get in your pants. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope not a lot of men watch this, but you never know. Okay, I love you guys. Don't forget to check out my journal. It's on Amazon now, and digital copies doing really well. I'm getting so much great feedback from you. I actually haven't fully set up the Amazon pages because I've been away, but you can order it. Love you guys. New second channel video as well.